Programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Friendly, knowing these contraptions are under our complete control, keeping our bellies full. None have been commandeered by desperate rapscallions. The very idea is meritless, inappropriate to ponder. So don't.
Next up.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
Inside the mold, so just do as you're told. Watching and guiding, system abiding, do not look gliding away. We're never high.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
My dear neighbors, if I have one wish, it would be for our sovereign to bestow his wisdom at this very moment. And lo, my wish comes true. Time for another golden bestowment.
Cherished subjects.
Do you still consume Protectorate foodstuffs? Or do you subsist entirely on empty prayers and human blood?
Mostly human blood. But from time to time, I still like to indulge in security frozen dinners.
Sincerely?
Sorry,
Ugh.
time is bits.
Every
Bits is
individual
time.
good of the sovereigns is perfect, but I find that one the least perfect.
What? Arbiter Rao, are you denigrating a Protectorate product? You should report yourself for mental refreshment immediately.
To stay aligned with the paradigm. But I know you are all compelled by a force far greater. Love for your sovereign. We forgive Consul Thoreau his flaws. Of course, for none who lack the nature
Prosecuting!
can master knowledge is otherwise good and impeccable.
I shall not stay your execution!
What's next? Our station music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due.
Let me take a...
Our way is superior to others.
Wrist weapon primed! Butcher... Getting fuel earned me a discount at all participating anti-choice vendors!
Shall stand against us! Taking punitive action! Unleash my might upon them!
And now, the latest word on superior Protectorate products. Our non-Protectorate neighbors dine on dreck for breakfast. Nitrites, fillers, the rectangular fried batter known as waffles. That way lies chaos. Start your day dutifully with tribute pancakes, the sensible, circular, subdued breakfast food. Tribute pancakes, just like the matriarch used to eat. Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Our system is sublime, best ever to be had. Its perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. To do your
I shall reduce them to a slurry!
every part, and every subject ensures our glorious bounty for all. To inform on your neighbor is thoughtful. If their zeal shows deficiency, quick mental tune-ups may be all that they need to resume peak efficiency. You're the center of our system. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when we are to blame. It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people.
Should I die here? I'll kill you.
And a
Recharge for mayhem!
that is our ultimate goal. Trust in each other.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Abide, working as commanded to, side by side.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. As many recall from earlier announcements, the Vox Relay communication station, one of our greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled foray into space for various research purposes.
We've heard some concerning reports that some subjects had forgotten this news and expressed shock and concern at the
Think about such Protectorate communiques.
Wrist weapon primed. Let me
Everyone listen closely to all official announcements.
Well then, moving on.
Next up, music to invigorate your mind so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
capture.
Mediating! Lethally!
As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
I could feel my weary little mind start to things I shouldn't be thinking about. I wonder. That is when I knew I needed sort of correction, so I needed words of my better. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family. Andy's choice is the best. Andy's choice so I is the best. Better than all the rest. Process can remove
Up, down, up,
that
down, up, down. Just like the inconsistent profit margins of our competitors. Campson, think I can't see you lollygagging? Pick up the pace or I'll dock your pay.
with a quick mental refreshment. Those sentiments I felt were such a burden on me. The weight is better felt by one assigned to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy, that I believe. Blessing, he offers such an effortless reprieve. Since that
I'm liking the enthusiasm you're bringing to the table.
the NVlDlA are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once inside me is long since gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with the quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Subjects, grab your pitchball sticks and meet us at the line of scrummage for more
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa?
business routine of the Eden League.
We have some exciting exercise.
Auntie's Choice has bred mantisaurs as weapons for decades. They've gone through a number of refinements, but they're functionally the same mantisaurs we began with. What's more, we have never witnessed them mutate in any meaningful way. Not in our labs, not in the wild, but here, on Dorado, they've done something remarkable. Inundated with zeranium from the river, the mantisaurs here have evolved adaptations that have never been documented before. I intend to be the first to do so.
Put some sting in your
I understand, though I really hope you'll reconsider. If it helps, don't think about me. Instead, think of all the worlds that can be ushered into Auntie's Choice if we have a more monstrous mantisaur invasion at our disposal. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Ahem. I believe you meant to say the...
Hello again. Have you... Oh, thank law. Here's the reward I promised. I am downright giddy to get it into my lab so I can start my experiments.
Am I supposed to be overjoyed at this turn of events? I'm doing my utmost to act as if none of this is happening at all.
Mantisaurs, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
In the name of it, my sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Burn the paradigm's planned without pause. It's an honor and a gift what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
Taking punitive action.
Life's a nasty way to die.
They will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my last day.
Have a profitable day.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe I talk to these things now.
My brain
Figure out how to explain this mess, or I feed you to the bug myself.
paradigms planned without voice. It's an honor and
Well, that certainly was a horrific bit of chaos. But you made the right decision by giving the pupa to me. The research value it will provide is enormous.
finally I fulfill my purpose in life, a glorious death.
Absolutely. And that research will bring me promotions, wealth, and status that is long overdue. My genius will ascend the corporate ladder, and they will be lucky to have me. Yes, you have your bits, and I will have a long, illustrious career spanning decades. Works out perfectly for both of us. And now, you should be off to your next adventure.
List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy Raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile, contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift. When I'd wish for all who live, it's a privilege to die for the cause.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. And now this.
Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you. The Sovereign's Chosen.
Every day I am dreaming. All eyes know in his name. I know this to be true. He cares for you. Sovereign deserves all your love. Every day he's uplifting, keeping us safe and carefree. I know this is the case. Give him your grace. Sovereign deserves all your love.
I should be nice to you. You'll probably be my manager someday.
He loves you. Love him, please. I want for nothing, come what may. I still my devotion have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's loving plan. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why we love my sovereign. My heart belongs to the sovereign, and the first sovereignty for him. With Rome in my heart for the very dream.
Hey, Tristan. Or should I say, the famous Arbiter Rao.
If you seek to taunt me, know that my hammer has crushed the skulls of dozens like yourself.
See, that's just it. You act all high and mighty, but you're as scary to people as I am.
Wrongdoers fear me, most certainly. But loyal subjects admire me. I might go so far as to say I am adored, far and wide.
No, they're terrified of you. I should know. I grew up having nightmares of being judged unworthy.
You mean for doing something like, oh, joining an insane religious cult?
You're dumber than you look. And that's saying something.
Seems a handful of Auntie's choice soldiers survived what transpired here. I suppose we can aid them. What was the phrase? For a price?
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else.
When duty calls.
Sure, that's what you mean. If you're not even going to be honest about your intentions, how could I possibly trust your services? Now get the hell out of my outpost!
What's up next? Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating.
I just threw up all over my shoes, and the laces are melting. Why are the laces melting?
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage? Some kind of rocket attack, or maybe an orbital strike. Can't rightly say for sure, but it came from above and hit us hard. Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help. I'm absolutely desperate, and I'm sure I could rustle up some suitable reward if you helped. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning, and the coils on our autodocs have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal. As many as you can. There's so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct autodocs back online that I can hope to save most of these folk. Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere, though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines. Many thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time.
Suppose we can aid these poor fools. Even if they live, they'll hardly be able to supplement the Auntie's Choice war effort.
Oh, thank law. It's Barnabas, the worst. Barnabas, I need you to go get help, buddy. I think I might be hallucinating.
All in line, all refined, fitting together as a sign. Why be a pebble, lost and deep in the sand? Why be a pebble when double our travel? The strength is where we stand.
Let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Fulfilling your protectorate duties shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borstloaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige Borstloaf. It's content... in a can.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Now listen to this.
attention everywhere you go. Everyone staying in the know. Who watches the watchers? You and me forever. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. Watch any neighbors who oversleep. Any neighbors who shuffle their feet.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location? Seems by your map that you already know about everywhere I know. I guess you're on your own for the rest.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first of our auto docks back up and running. Thank you. Still, if you find any more, please bring them my way. It would be marvelous to have spares.
A beautiful song from a bygone era, still fresh and relevant today, like a hopeful dream trapped in amber. Another
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Then why by law are you bothering me now? Come back with a benefit to me or not at all.
I just had a thought. I'm really not the close. Sadly, though it seems my thoughts like a dream. My mind feels too open. I'm acting without reason. You know exactly what we should do. You're a good citizen. Join the queue. At your head, you know what we should do. We're all refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be gone and worry free. One big family. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter. I can't wait to revitalize the mind and line with what we are told. Hope is the one who knows need for more. You know exactly what to do. You're a good citizen. Join the queue. Back your backs. You know what we should do. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be gone and worry free. As one big family, we're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. circling crowd. Now that we can hold the least, say thoughts aloud. Wishfully ENGLlSH, bumbling along.
4 years since this war began. Can't rightly recall. It's a struggle to keep track with the constant threat of bullets lining your brain pan. We'll never run into with those brigands. What us unawares while out on patrol. The Order is hard enough to contend with. Now we got them too. It's enough to make a man weep. How many good soldiers have we lost out in those law-forsaken wastes? Every time we send a patrol out, we count ourselves lucky if even half of them come back. And now, it's my squad's turn. Chances are this will be the last you'll ever hear of me. Tell my wife that, law help me. Just tell her I love her.
Prudence dictates, sit back and leave the thinking to us. This is everyone's neighbor Prudence on Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. As many recall from earlier announcements, the Vox Relay communication station, one of our greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled foray into space for various research purposes.
We've heard some concerning reports that some subjects had forgotten this news and expressed shock and concern at the sight of its recent launch.
What would your neighbor think about such heedless disregard for Protectorate communiques?
Especially concerning such important matters.
Prudence dictates everyone listen closely to all official announcements.
Stand by for further reassuring content.
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Every day I am giving all myself in his name. I know this to be true. He cares for you. Sovereign deserves all your love. Every day he's uplifting, keeping out safe and carefree. I know this is the case. Give him your grace. Sovereign deserves all your love. Love him because he loves you. Love him the least you must do. I want for nothing, come what may. I still my devotion have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great song.
I'm glad you're back. Well, it's not much, but here's what I have.
That's why I love my sovereign. That's why we love our sovereign. My heart belongs to the sovereign, and the first sovereign before him. With Rome in my heart, for the matriarch, whose bloodline bestowed their perfection. I trust, I breathe for my neighbors. I aim, I watch in his name. I know I am right, he's our shining light. The sovereign deserves all your love. Love him and he will love you. Love him, that's all we must do. I want for nothing, come what may. I still my devotion have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's love.
The latest word on superior protectorate products. Crabbles are large crustacean-like creatures that travel in herds and are native to Arcadia. Though usually docile, their massive size, enormous claws, and thick shells make them incredibly dangerous.
A difficult animal to approach, let alone try to eat.
At least in the past. For now, by the grace of the Sovereign, we bestow upon you perilous indulgence GRAPHlCakes.
Our fearless team of culinary commandos employ Dragoon automechanicals to overcome the creatures, crack their dense carapace, then scoop out the soft, delicate goodness inside. So you don't have to.
It's higher in protein and lower in calories than beef. So a responsible way to stay healthy for the Protectorate. And now one no longer has to fret about being trampled or clawed in twain to get it.
Perilous indulgence GRAPHlCakes. Doing your duty for society has never been so delicious.
Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Carrington, audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just... No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect
comes from his private stock.
This dude who have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him.
And some lullabies, formless whispers, prepared by the Sovereign's personal butchers and chefs.
In other societies, such a savory gastronomical marvel would only be available to so-called upper-class folk. But not here in the Protectorate. Here, a superior way of life is shared by all.
Sovereign's chosen Arcadian tenderloin. Fit for the sovereign, made for his chosen. You!
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
That's the range, Commander. This will be glorious. Hope my
I shall reduce them to a slurry.
I've eyes on a biscuit.
I am primed to put. Our ingress appears stymied. I could smash that door down, but doing so would alert any lingering foes. Let us find another route.
This is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by... is it 30 or... Oh! Hello!
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
There's a cultist behind you! Wait, surely she isn't with you. No, of course not. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. What would he have weighing on his conscience? It's his work that has him under more pressure than an atmospheric piston cylinder. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you. These cultists broke in from above and immediately set about damaging what they could. I don't know the specifics, just that they can't be seen through normal means.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. If I'm still alive in a week, I'll put in a suggestion to the presiding bishop that N-ray scanners be standard issue. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals, and the N-ray is given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby, but with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
It's an honor and a gift. Well, I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander. Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew I needed a sort of correction, so I heeded words of my better. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family oppressed, so I knew that there was no reason to stress it. Process can remain
No surprise that the Order would contrive such an inane backup system. I hope we needn't solve a mathematical proof if one of us need visit the restroom.
Those thinkable thoughts have to go. It's a quick
You've opened the way forward. Very good work. I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
I felt were such a burden on me. The weight is better felt. I wanted to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy. And I believe blessing.
What's your matter? Feel yourself.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects, friends, and neighbors. We want for nothing, all of us. The Protectorate protects. The Protectorate provides. Consider our automech harvesters in the outskirts of Guardian Estates, working day and night to top our larder with wholesomely delicious nutrition. Sleep soundly.
There's the N-ray scanning device the scientist was talking about.
Keeping our bellies full. None have been commandeered by desperate rapscallions. The very idea is meritless, inappropriate to ponder. So don't.
Next up,
music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Stack ready. Our
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it...
Prosecuting!
There, a mystery. Soon to fall.
Longings are dangerous and can corrupt you and distract.
broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. The duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases...
That's a glorious dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
...refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. And now this.
Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Let the caretaker's hand lead you daily. It is the dance for the batters around the way.
Battle factor ahead.
Oh, in the void? You leave at once.
Soldiers do as they are told. Watching, guiding, system abiding, do not look sliding away. We're never hiding, they stay providing, do as you're told and obey. Working and hiding, faithfully striding, do not go gliding away. Thoughts are dividing, so they stay deciding, just do as you're
You there. You must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless.
The matriarch chose Eden because she
You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. I'm disinclined for any of us to die, whatever the reasoning. That is why I must complete my work uninterrupted. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain, and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Andy's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But
This situation is even less ideal than I had expected. I don't suppose we could raise this facility altogether and save ourselves the trouble? No?
same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any...
That's a glorious dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
this.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Killing tool who has isolated you from my hand. Stand. Become
Sanctioned Wireless presents.
Finally, I understand.
RYZEN. Her sentinel senses ever keen. The eyes of the Sovereign, watching you, your neighbors, and household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Episode 1. Unwholesome food for thought.
Don't let the unhealthful foodstuffs of this eating establishment distract you, fellow Sentinel Dunning. We're deep in Auntie's territory for a reason. To find the Order's spy.
Understood, Sentinel Redcloak. The turncoat is supposed to meet their corporate contact here. Rest assured, my eyes are attentive, even as my stomach revolts.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why don't you unlock the door and come out, sprat? Nobody's here.
Thank you. No, food vendor. Just the meal bill, if you please.
To battle!
The food tally comes to 77
Aggressor at hand. Very well. My companion here will pay.
Plus an additional 25% for utensil rental and byproduct disposal surcharges.
Merciful law. 25%?
What a surprise. I must feed my addiction to needless wares and tawdry luxuries like everyone else in my materialistic society.
Greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians.
At every turn, Redcloak. I despise them.
No, Dunning. Pity them. While we have the sovereignty to our every want, these bit grubbers must seek angles and scales.
Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitors, charlatans.
5% of 77 bits is
19.25.
right.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range.
As the sovereign.
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours.
Prescribed favorite.
Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Yes, well, I see that I misjudged you. I have some spare resources I intended to use in an experiment. Take them and anything else you might want. Don't want to give you a reason to do anything hasty.
Love him because he loves you. Love him, please, you must do. I want for nothing to come what may. I stole my devotion, have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's loving plan. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why we love our sovereign. My heart belongs to the sovereign, and the first sovereign before him. With Rome in my heart for the matriarch, whose bloodline bestowed their perfection. I trust, I breathe for my neighbors. I aim, I watch in his name. I know I am right. He's our shining light. The sovereign deserves all your love. Love him and he will love you. Love him, that's all we must do. I want for nothing, come what may. I still my devotion have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's loving plan. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why I love my sovereign. That's why I love my sovereign.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
For subjects of the Protectorate, every meal is a splendiferous feast that's delightfully delicious, nourishing, and nutritious.
But what, you might wonder, represents the finest food our idyllic culture has to offer? Sovereign's chosen Arcadian tenderloin.
Each steak comes from his private stock of woolly cows, who are fed the highest quality grain and sung soothing lullabies in euphonious whispers, prepared by the sovereign's personal butchers and chefs.
In other societies, such a savory gastronomical marvel would only be available to so-called upper-class folk, but not here in the Protectorate. Here, a superior way of life is shared by all.
Sovereign's chosen Arcadian tenderloin, fit for the sovereign, made for his chosen. You!
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sure, the paradigm's planned without pause. It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. And when I soon slip away, I'll be peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors safe at home grinning. They will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my last days and from the beginning. Knowing my heart, my brain, and consistency, serve the paradigm's plan without pause. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfill my purpose in life, a glorious death. Blown up by a mine. A fine way to go among many ways to die. Electroshocked, plasma smelted, cyranium gassed, goo pelted, minced, cubed, irradiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptidon. And my heart, it beats, slows. I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile contributed to something beautiful.
Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be
the
killed.
Paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift. What I wish for all who live, the privilege to die for the cause.
A beautiful song from a bygone era, still fresh and relevant today, like a hopeful dream trapped in amber. Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others. Prudence dictates, sit back and leave the thinking to us. This is everyone's neighbor, Prudence, on Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. As many recall from earlier announcements, the Vox Relay Communication Station, one of our greatest technological
I never
marvels.
wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Such heedless disregard for Protectorate communiques.
Especially concerning such important matters.
Prudence dictates, everyone listen closely to all official announcements.
Well then, moving on.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the Sovereign.
Don't try to distract me. If De Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. The time for talk ends forever!
Plus, this is everyone's neighbor, Prudence, on Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Friends and neighbors, we want for nothing. All of us. The Protectorate protects. The Protectorate provides.
There is, but I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. I suppose that would be true, but I'm sure the extremely violent would be in the minority. Easily accounted for. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth, and if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued, the one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle, and no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time. I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. What say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife? See what he knows. Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company. I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
Prestige Force Loaf. It's contentment in a can.
Such perfect products. The end.
I owe you not only my life, but the sheer knowledge that you turned me from a terrible path. I will make the most of it.
subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
I just had a thought. I'm really not supposed to. Sadly, though it seems my thoughts fly too free. My mind feels too open. I'm acting without reason. You know exactly what we should do. You're a good citizen. Join the queue. At your back, you know what we should do. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We thought and worry free as one big family. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter, I can't wait to revitalize the mind in line with what we are told. Old is the one truth, no need for more proof. You know exactly what to do. You're a good citizen, join the queue. Back your backs, you know what we should do. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We thought and worry free as one big family. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information.
Subjects. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tranquility, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Well then, moving on.
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
It's incredible the things that we have done. How the paradigm is perfect for everyone. Our progress is unmatched, though technological from scratch. Perfection is perfect, is it not? Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Success is really the only option. I cherish these thoughts of how we truly are the best. Lesser than none and better than all the rest. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. It's incredible, the automechs and us. How they aid us and never make a fuss. Our colony is astounding. Outsiders find it confounding. How our perfection is perfect, is it not? Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfectly perfection.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Every component is vital. Each part supports the paradigm. Each of us is required to operate at peak efficacy. So the system can function precisely, without error, like clockwork. Our duty gives us purpose, but it's an immense responsibility. Luckily, it's a shared one. We all rely upon each other to discern if we're lagging, or our zeal seems lacking, or just appear off somehow. Even the slightest drop in performance in such an intricately designed system can have great ramifications down the line. So remember to mental tune-up is occasionally necessary for everyone, so we can all operate in tip-top shape. When they return from the mental refreshment center, they will surely thank you for their guidance dictates. Music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. As many recall from earlier announcements, the Relay Communication Station, one of our greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled foray into space for various research purposes.
We've heard some concerning reports that some subjects had forgotten this news and expressed shock and concern at the sight of its recent launch.
What would your neighbor think about such heedless disregard for Protectorate communicators?
Especially concerning such important matters.
Prudence dictates everyone listen closely to all official announcements.
For further reassuring content,
our station offers only the best news for Protectorate subjects. It's your duty, because our way is superior to others.
Our place set in stone, perfectly whole. Pebbles are grown together, very low.
Shall stand against us!
Let me.
gather around the reports on community goings-on.
The Sovereign is personally invested in every member of the Protectorate being happy and and healthy.
So we can all do our part under the paradigm's perfect plan for society and ensure a glorious bounty for all.
You wouldn't want to let him down, would you? Such as by ingesting any forbidden Auntie's Choice brand food items?
You might not know it, but prohibited products like Purple Berry Crunch are a gateway to the collapse of society.
Sugar is the definition of selfishness and decadence.
Preservatives are synonymous with avarice and evil.
So ignore the sinful siren's call of Auntie's Choice product advertising. Eat only from the bounty of Arcadia. Stay fit, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
It's not only common sense, it's your sworn duty.
Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's chosen.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Yes, I'm sure you're quite a big number over at the Earth Directorate, whatever that is. Wasn't there a popular work of speculative fiction that used that name? For children? All right.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Oh, and I see you have a Protectorate Arbiter with you as well. Of course.
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath. Some.
May fate and fortune converge.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Attention, attention. Please stand with impeccable posture to show your respect and love for our beloved sovereign as he graces us with yet another inspiring golden bestowment.
As my forebearer, the matriarch embraced science and technology for the betterment of Arcadia. So too have I been studying the potential of the rifts across our skies. I have directed our efforts toward undoing the personal tragedy that befell me, your esteemed sovereign, years ago. And I am pleased to report that we are on the cusp of a breakthrough. Cherished Arcadians, I am well aware of how much my happiness and well-being means to you all. So, as you go about your perfect lives,
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
This melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
Oh, well, it's an honor, your, mathness. Didn't recognize you without your cape. However, can I help you? Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it. Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Anti's choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level. Terminal input functions down below in operations. The low-ranking scientist who launched the pod is inside. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Again, it's been a distinct privilege, Pontifex Maximus. I remain your most obedient and, humbled servant. May all your endeavors elicit optimal results.
And now, the latest word on
The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, look at this mess. Explosion.
Well, running a manufacturing when duty calls, call on Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorpho. It's the pain subjugator.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
May fate and fortune converge.
Wishes are worth less than nothing to someone who wants the caretakers and leading.
Zeranium Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. All right.
Those who are not. Ideas are dangerous and can break you. And take you away from the role that you play. Everything is
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. How coincidental! I, too, had a pet sprat also named Sprysander. Once, long ago. Oh, how I loved him. Fine, you may enter. And cherish your beloved pet. Hold him close. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts. Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I remember this place before the war. Tributaries, peaceful silence of caves.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Watching, guiding, system abiding, do not look gliding away. We're never hiding, they stay providing, do as you're told and obey. Working and guiding, faithfully striding, do not go gliding away. Facade hiding, so they say deciding just you.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Stay with her. I'm not in the prediction business. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Now listen to this.
What is with the anomalous behavior? Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to ours,
Crowded. Just too damn crowded.
insight into the grand plan.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to
How long are we meant to stay here?
Must be with her. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke my nose last scrap. Or, I guess Raleigh Dortmunder did, huh? I still don't get any of this. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled. The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now. Oh, geesh. We didn't mean to over your head talk or nothing. No, I guess I should only answer for myself, though. Maybe Mapother did. Huh. Never had anybody accuse me of that afore. Lots of other stuff, sure, but that one's new. Well, we could play guess the question, I guess. That usually passes some time. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan. Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf. Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Looks like Sub Rosa. Always find flies circling corpses.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is behind us.
From the baseline.
We're not going anywhere. Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction. This so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me in defense of freedom.
Sleep soundly, knowing these contraptions are under our complete control.
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. Cheers to that, friend. When war looms its ugly head, adaptation is key. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turned those into demands for reasons of clarity and import. I was once considered quite the up-and-comer in the Department of Invasive Marketing. Looked down on all the bottom rungers and have-nots. Then I came here and became one. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me. Vexing. We're at the mercy of the Order, and the Order is at the mercy of their predictions. Not to insult our gracious hosts, but these people don't wipe themselves unless an equation tells them to. The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck. I got a pretty fancy gun I was issued back when I was a rising star at Auntie's. Side with us, and it's yours. Even throw in a healthy amount of bits for your troubles. Even the Order, for all of their logical ways, value an outside perspective. And because I've run out of options. Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
The Vox Relay Communication Station, one of our greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled foray into space for various...
I cogitate more efficiently knowing you're on our side.
Reports that some subjects had forgotten this news and expressed shock and concern
What is with the anomalous
at the site of its
behavior?
recent launch.
What would your neighbor
Where do we
like
go now?
about such heedless
Another refugee
disregard
camp?
for protecting
I predict with an 8.23 margin. The paradigm is a self-centered derivative take on the grand plan. That's how vicious the protectorate respects your
Stand by for further reassuring content.
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Shame what happened there. I seen the whole thing. The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the Order. I'm not in the prediction business.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the Order. I'm not in the prediction business.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the Order.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Well, that is the idea. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. What are you, a doctor? Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
Algorithmic dissonance? I don't even like the sound of it. How could something be incalculable? Why, the very idea is preposterous. And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something? Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and/or attempt at conversation. Anything else? They must be exceptionally pleased with the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy. Numbers here are pretty compelling. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. Surely you've heard our reasoning. I'd note by leaving the area fallow, we've lowered settlement productivity by 3.57%. We lower that more still to care for the displaced. Gladly. We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to it I shall get.
Although without flaw, the matriarch.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back into the camp.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
A wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain and simple.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish.
Keep your behavior acceptable.
Order defecting? There's no putting this sprat back into the camp.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
A wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain and simple.
All system is obliged.
Ruth's Bazaar is the first
to be had. Its perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. To do your job is a virtue. Every heart is a call, and every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be. Oh yeah, Duarte, he's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours, or No, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenburg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone, so they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down. Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes. They're doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much. Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Since the schism, apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere. Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
Nutritious.
But what, you might wonder?
Oh, yes. Though I must admit, some looked quite startled when I spoke on our schism with the Protectorate earlier. In retrospect, I may have started to yell in my enthusiasm. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail. Oh, I must remember that one for the next time I schedule a moment of mirthful hilarity. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle. Perhaps some other time we can debate the theoretical complexities involved. But I fear I must get back to my duties. These laypersons won't enlighten themselves.
We need to get back to the N-ray range so I can use the communicator there. Ziegler is in dire need of an introduction to my disemboweling knife.
Such as?
I find our decision to spare Victor troubling. We've only his word he would not return to De Vries's fold. Allowing him to live is a risk, and an extreme one. I'd hope your reasoning to be sound. You are a strange sort. Certainly,
Oh, a visitor. Without notice. Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, oh. Well, the Order have got these things called personalized order predictions. Take about an hour for them to get a read on you. Then you get updates about your, path. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rollo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one, as a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on. If you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers? I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough. You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, you know? Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
I could use a break from fighting injustice.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
Welcome.
What happened
Have
to this
you come
place?
to bask in the Order's knowledge?
Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
And look on the bright side.
My noggin sure is sore.
You're a doer. We need doers.
You got business? No? Move on. You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. We offer a wide array of proxy altercations, from restrained bludgeoning to flat-out scraps. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. It's the Order, so they don't kick you out or nothing. It's all community betterment volunteering. If you're former Auntie's Choice, it smacks kind of like work for free. If you're former Protectorate and it don't involve Automax, it's all terrifyingly mystifying somehow. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a sick canid to feed. Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency.
Hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband. We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war, and maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. But Sub Rosa consists primarily of ex-Auntie's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Complicates some of our feelings on the fighting. But if the fighting stops, our income begins to go dry. It's superb cover and a consistent market. Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide. And Sub Rosa delivers. At only a reasonable markup. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's Mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling! Oh no, I'm not getting fooled on that again. There's always a convenience fee or some such applied after the fact. I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance venture at the Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering about his glory days. I hardly expected him to locate anything worthwhile. You haven't seen my landmine supplier, have you? I hope he hasn't blown it. Kill me! And him if he doesn't show soon. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day? Idle browsers will be escorted from the premises.
Don't do anything foolish.
Go on, get out of here. Scram.
Look, you're no... Ow! Oh.
Every scientist yearns to visit the archive on Callisto.
By the Lord, it's you. Stomping out ideas, reporting on your feet. The sovereign's vision, no need for...
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
And now, the latest word on superior protectorate products.
Where do we go now?
Are large crustacean-like creatures
Ow.
that live herds and are native to Arcadia.
My knowledge.
That our situation will improve in time.
Massive size,
Stop it with the
enormous
predictions.
claws, and thick shells make them incredibly
What is it?
dangerous.
I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you? Oh, May, is it? You're on a first-name basis already? This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Fair enough. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's mercy, and rightfully off-limits. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Doing your duty for society has never been so delicious.
Trust me, I understand. Predicting the future is useful, but at times inconvenient. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold. I have some custom-made order armor I never use. I can also allocate some funds from my budget. At least, I can provide that if you side our way. That's more than the voice can offer. So, do we have a deal? I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started? Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here. I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an Order barricade. But you already knew that. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
What happened to this place? No. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is behind.
I suppose I can give you the time of day.
$1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced. I have 0 allotted time for random queries, at present or in the foreseeable future. But very well. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. If it was a duly appointed Order official acting to assist me in distributing supplies to the displaced, yes. If that someone is you, no. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. Appreciate you respecting my time.
And hold it for 67 seconds. Average duration of a harsh bronzing in the even zone. Don't you die on me now. What would your neighbors think?
Okay, I think that's enough toughening exertions for now. Return to your duty, subjects. Sore but proud of a robustness routine done well. When we are strong together, nobody can hack, cleave, wing, or bronze us from running the ball into our opponent's Sunday goal. Now you know all you need to know, so on we go.
Greetings, qualified engineer.
The best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your turn.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out. Nature would drive us to our extinction. As a doctor and a man of reason, I'll pass. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them. You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks. Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? How can I be of service? I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time and skill. We're short on everything, I'm afraid. My skills are freely given to the displaced refugees, the injured and outcast, tossed hither and thither by the unsympathetic tides of war. No offense, but you do not suit the qualifications. So payment up front is appreciated. Many thanks. Now, hold still. You might experience some momentary discomfort. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else? My supplies are running low. But then again, so are my bits. Very well. Suppose I can't help anyone if I'm poor.
The paradigm is the quintessential means to maintain our perfect society on Eden. Each of us must do all we can.
Thank you again.
To ensure it operates.
It's nice to have a little help around the camp. How can I be of service?
Commitments. So try Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits, the pinnacle of protectorate food science. Brimming with advanced nutrients and high moral fiber, a delectable delight, as flavorsome as it is conscientious. How would your neighbor feel if they knew you weren't eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits, now due to continued research in an even wider array of unique and delicious flavors, like patience fruit, Somber Duty Melon Surprise, Arcadian Delight, Resolute Orange, and Loquat from Heaven.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander. Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew I needed sort of correction, so I heeded the words of my betters. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family oppressed, so I knew that there was no reason to stress it. Process can remove that crinkle, the feelings that can cause a wrinkle. What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go with a quick mental refreshment. Those sentiments I felt were such a burden on me. The weight is better felt by one assigned to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy, that I believe. So blessing. He offers such an effortless reprieve. Sad day, my thoughts have never been the danger.
Whatever your honorarium, it is well deserved.
Stranger. The sadness that was once inside me is long since gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with a quick mental refreshment. A quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Now listen to this.
Our place set in stone, perfectly whole. Pebbles are prone to get very low.
Quarry together, standing proud, never a sedimentary crowd. Falling fast, built to last, perfectly fitting the paradigm's cast.
A role to play, not rolling away.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp?
Oh, Administrator Agrawal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least. Well, we tried to work things out on our own. Look where that got us.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
I'm all ears, Mediator.
Collapsed. But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure. More of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty. People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established order construction guidelines. I understand you were crucial in securing additional medical personnel for Matriarch's Mercy. Thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Way to go above and beyond. Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis? We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns. The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire sub-Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled foray into space for various research purposes.
We've heard some concerning reports that some subjects had forgotten this news.
The fault here is my own. I see now that the displaced require guidance steeped in logic and reason.
Disregard for protectorate communication.
Speak on then.
Especially concerning such important matters.
Prudence dictates.
You actually got the provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Protectorate subjects, from the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
If the provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
Her mission is to uplift and enlighten.
She's indoctrinating, not helping us. Can't you see the difference?
Point taken.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
Quite right. Rollo's co-occupant might have also supported our warnings, had he heeded them.
I don't know. You ask me, when it comes to these order predictions, there's a lot of room between a probable and definite outcome.
By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
Delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Prudence dictates the most vigilant defense is a virile offense.
Say, isn't that the team motto of the Protectors of Piety?
Can't get a pitchball reference past you, Subaltern Prescott. We can learn from organized athletics. Our enemies are always gunning for our Saturday goal.
Well, what can I do? I'm just a pipsqueak enthusiast, not a muscled atlas. A hydration specialist at best. Unfit for the field, but eager to rise from the side boundaries if called.
Then you are the perfect Protectorate subject, Prescott. What you lack in strength, you make up for in zeal, and a willingness to give all for your home team. Regardless of their system-assigned role, all subjects must be ready to rise to the occasion. Come to our defense to serve as goalie, tender, or, should all else fail, winger. Now, on to other matters. Here's a song for you to enjoy, while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sir, the paradigm's planned without pause. It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege
Shit.
to die.
Very well, administrant. You win. I'll honor the terms of the mediation. Let's hope your math was right.
Have faith. Or, if not faith, reason. We can still work together to improve conditions around Matriarch's mercy. Your reward, Mediator, with my thanks. I now consider the matter decisively closed.
You take this prediction business pretty seriously, don't you?
Yes. I tell you, I, for one, will rest easier with the exclusion zone empty.
Another refugee camp? Another colony?
My brain and consistency turn the paradigm's plan without pause. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfilled my purpose in life, a glorious death. Blown up by a mine. A fine way to go among many ways.
The savior of medicine returns. How can I be of service?
Cyranium gas, who pelted? Minced, cubed, then radiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated.
Have an intellectually stimulating day. Lovely day for differential geometry.
List of life-giving opportunities goes
Something
on
down
and
there?
on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy Raptidon.
This is protected.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. I was not informed you'd be arriving with a, scholar of alternative belief.
You are just dying to call me a cultist, aren't you?
As they say, is that what's next? Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the Sovereign.
Yes, surprisingly, we take umbrage with assertions of biological continuity post-launching oneself into a rift. Actually, perhaps it would be best if we just move on. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
It's a blessing.
If I may interject, High Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant discourse?
Seer Wiley's right, as always. Obviously, we've all more important things to do than to stand around trifling with truth tables. Perhaps later then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
And leave Abbot Newell to be subjected to the inanity of a total stranger? Absolutely not.
Don't trouble yourself about Seer Wiley. He's here as my aide. I trust him implicitly. Now, you were saying? Well, since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make. Well said. You clearly have a mind for science. The Archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
Will cleanse the streets.
DeVries. Now, why does that name ring familiar? Landon, do you recall a DeVries?
I don't generally concern myself with passers-through. If this DeVries was not a member of the Order, then it's unlikely we ever exchanged mats. Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. You may be right. To quote my old anatomizer instructor, hard to see into a man's heart without a scalpel. Well, praise the architect for small allowances. I'll speak with him. If you were able to talk him down, then hopefully his beliefs are not beyond curation.
Assign that task to me, High Scholar. Victor's obviously more dangerous than anyone knew. You shouldn't endanger yourself. The monastery needs its abbot now more than ever.
Your concern is greatly appreciated. However, I think it's best I speak with him personally. He'll confide more openly to me, plan willing.
Known as waffles. That way lies chaos. Start your day dutifully with tribute pancakes, the sensible, circular, subdued breakfast food. Tribute pancakes.
How droll.
Now then, by exposing Victor's machinations, you've done the Order a good turn. Perhaps you would be interested in doing another? No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough. Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
Reporting them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep.